Hey curl friends, and welcome back to my channel. Destiny here. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I install this cute little bob. It's a knotless bob using human hair boho curls, so let's get into it. I'm honestly not a braid person anymore. I used to be, but I really like being able to, get to my scalp and play in my hair every week. But the humidity has been killing my hair, so I have no choice. I have too many things going on. I cannot be doing my hair every 2 days, so box braids it is. The hair I'm using today is the Expression pre-stretched braiding hair. It's actually the kids one. It's marketed to kids. It's 28 inches. It was the perfect length for what I wanted. I didn't have to cut anything or stretch or anything, so I opted for this hair. And here I'm just prepping my braiding rack. I am a stylist, so I have this available. If you don't have a braiding rack at home, you can just section out the hair. You can put it on a towel or on the back of a chair. Next, I am prepping the bulk hair. I know some people tend to use old weave or things like that, but I'm not a fan of that. I prefer to use the bulk hair. I find it just thicker and it just gives it a fuller look. I put some grease on the end. You can use Shine and Jam grease, whatever type of product you have. It helps to just keep the hair bundled together. And then you're going to section it out just like you did your braiding hair. So next I am going to be blow drying my hair. So I prep my hair by putting on some heat protectant, and then I am going to go ahead and blow it out. I'm not doing a very thorough blow dry, just enough to get all of the curls out, my hair detangled, and making it easier for me to be able to part my hair. If you are one of the heat-free girlies, you can also stretch out your hair another type of way. You don't have to use a blow dryer. You can put in some braids, use some thread, however you want to stretch out your hair. I just like to blow dry because I am a quick queen. The quicker it can be done, the better it is for me. Okay, so let's get back into it. So now I'm going to begin by sectioning off my hair. I am sectioning it into 3 parts. So one on the left side in the front of my head, one on the right side in the front of my head, and then one in the back. So essentially from ear to ear. I like to keep all of my sections neat and clean to have the straightest parts as possible. So I'm just going to be clipping off each section. Again, I'm going from ear to ear to make a section, 2 sections in the front and 1 in the back. Here you can just see me going in and touching up the line because it was not straight. The back I'm not too keen about, but I try to make the front as straight as possible because that's what I can see. Not that I don't care what y'all see, but if I can see the front is nice and neat, then I am happy. So I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be an arm workout. It's gonna be an arm workout, but it's gonna be worth it, guys. So I'm starting my first section in the back. The product that I'm using is some Shine and Jam to help section up my parts. So I'll just let you guys watch me work a little bit. I am watching Next in Fashion, so if you see my eyeballs looking to the right, that's what I'm looking at. And this is what the back is looking like. It is not perfect, but that is okay. I am loving it so far, especially these curls are not too curly. They're more wavy, so it's giving a bit of a different look. I am definitely feeling it. This part got me so mad when I was watching it back, guys, because look at that piece of hair from the right braid into the middle braid. I was so irritated, but it's staying like that. I do not have time to be fixing it. Now that we're getting to the front, you can see me using Shine and Jam actually on my parts because I actually do care how the front looks, as I mentioned before. And here again is just a little sped up video of me doing it. Do not worry, guys. I'm going to be showing you a very in-depth way that I do it once I get more to the front. Look at me falling asleep, guys. I am so tired at this point. Like, I am exhausted. My bedtime is 10:30, 11 sharp, and it is way past that time. So here's the part that you guys have been waiting for, finally, right? So I'm going in with the Shine and Jam and putting it on my section. I'm then gonna go ahead and section out each box. I'm doing 3 boxes in this section. And then I begin braiding. I always start off with my natural hair, and that's just because I have trouble gripping it if the extension's there. With my clients, I actually use extension from the first braid, but I can't do that on myself. It's just way too difficult. So I start off with my natural hair. I then feed in one piece of the braiding hair, the expression, and then because I want the curls to really be popping at the top, I add in a piece of the curly boho hair right away. Here you can see me looking for it. I'm looking, but then I find it, I take it out and I wrap it around the section. And then you're gonna go in and continue braiding all the way down. At this point, I was exhausted and I couldn't take it anymore, so I went to bed. This is the next morning. It is literally 5 a.m. I have clients in a couple of hours, but I needed to make sure that my hair was done. If you want your hair to look really full and voluminous, I would recommend you add 2 to 4 strands of human hair per braid. I added only 1 or 2. I added 1 in the back, and then towards the front is where I added 2. This is really all up to preference. If you want more of a faux look, add more. If you do not want a faux look, then add less. But also take into mind that the more curls you have, the more maintenance you'll have, the more possibility of tangles and things like that. So just be ready for that if you do very full. So here I am starting off the braid with my natural hair. I have some shine and jam on my hair. I'm starting off the braid. I braid about 2 to 3 times, and then I feed in the first piece of expression braiding hair. I'm braiding 2 to 3 times again, and then adding another piece of expression braiding hair. The amount of braiding hair that you feed in will directly affect how thick your braid is. So if you do not want braids that are too thick, I recommend you add in less hair. If your hair is very thin and can't withstand a lot of weight, I recommend that you use less hair as well. So here is how I feed in the human hair. I feel like a lot of people get this step wrong and they end up shedding a lot. So if you don't want to shed, pay close attention. So I take the human curl and I actually braid it into the braid 2 times before I remove one side that will be the curly boho end that we normally see. So you see here, I'm braided it twice and then I remove the curl. That will ensure that the curly hair stays in place because it's really well anchored, and the fact that I'm using bulk hair will also prevent shedding because weave has, you know, the little beard, the shorter strands of hair at the top and then longer at the bottom, whereas this is the same density from top to bottom. So that's another reason why I love to use bulk hair over old weave. And we're done. It is now time to curl the ends. I'm taking some curlers. I'm creating the sections that I'm going to be wrapping around each curler. I like to remove the curls, grab all the ends together, and then begin to wrap. It's just this way that I ensure that I'm getting all the ends and that I'm not changing the curl pattern of the human hair by, you know, wrapping it and then dipping it in hot water. Again, I grab my sections, remove all the curly hair, and then begin to wrap it around the curler. And then we dip it into hot water to seal the ends. This will also help to give some volume to the overall style. You can leave the hair straight as well and do really like a bob, but I wanted some curled ends, so that's what I went ahead and did. Just a little reminder, y'all, be careful with the hot water, especially with the bob so close to your face. Ask someone for help if you need it, and just take your time. You guys can do it by yourself, just take your time. And now the final step is to trim off all those little scraggly ends. This is a step that I feel like a lot of the DIY girls forget. This will complete the look. Next, I'm gonna style with some mousse, and we are finally done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at DesHaircare, and check out our website www.deshaircare.com. See y'all next week. Bye. Mwah.